Hey everyone, and welcome to the Hearthstone Arena gameplay. We're going to play another arena round here. It looks like this time around I'm going to be stuck with Rogue, Priest, and Warlock. We're going to do what we can here. I think I'm going to end up going with the Warlock.
Your soul shall be mine.
Your soul shall be mine. I'm probably most comfortable with Warlock here. We have the Knife Juggler, the Pint-Sized Summoner, and Siphon Soul. This ends up dying a lot, and this does as well. These two cards, probably not the best ever. You know, I don't know how much I like either of these cards. I think I'm going to go ahead and take the Siphon Soul, just because it kills minions, which is great. I hate Wisps. I don't really like summoning portals unless you have a lot of taunts, which I don't at this point, so I'm going to go with Drain Life. Stormpike, Wolf Rider, and Void Walker. Void Walkers are good. I have a feeling I'm going to get more of these later, just because. The Stormpike's okay. It is okay. It does 2 damage, obviously. It's something that is quite effective. But at the same time, I don't know, I'm just like looking up cards here. I think I'm gonna get another Void Walker. I may not get another Stormpike Commando. I like the Stormpike Commando. I'm gonna take the Stormpike Commando. Hellfire's awesome. Ironforge Rifleman's okay. It's a 2/2 for 3, does 1 damage. It works in certain situations. I'm not a big fan of the 1/4 taunt. I'm gonna take Hellfire. Spiteful Smith. I mean, it's a 4/6 for 5. So in and of itself, it's an okay minion. Obviously, it doesn't work because I won't have any. The enrage won't work because I don't have any weapons. That's not really going to matter too much to me. Gurubashi does work pretty well. It's a pretty strong card. I don't really have any ways to activate the enrage. I don't really have a whole lot of ways to protect it besides just standard taunt. The Leper Gnome is super good. I don't really know how I feel about it. I'm kind of just looking up cards here. I think at this point, let's see, how is Spiteful rated? Oh boy. The Spiteful, I don't think I'll get a whole lot of use out of it. The Leper Gnome is okay, but they're better starts. I like the Infiltrator a little better. We'll go for the Gurubashi. There's the Infiltrator I was talking about. Blood Imps. Oh, they're so hard to pass up. They're so good. Silvermoon Guardian, 3/3 with Divine Shield. Murloc Tidehunter, and then an Ironforge Rifleman. I already have a 1, a 3, a 4, 2 5s, and a 6. Pretty good swing here, so I do need an early game. The Silvermoon Guardian's pretty good. It's something that does work out in certain situations. Yeah. You know, at this point, the 2/1 plus a 1/1's okay. I think I'll just take the Ironforge Rifleman. It's between these two. I don't really like the Murloc Tidehunter too much. The Divine Shield's great, but it's bigger, and I think there's better options for 4 mana than the 3/3 with Divine Shield. Plus the 2/2 has some damage output. So I mean, the biggest thing here is just gonna be, you know, I think I will end up going for the Divine Shield, and then see if we can get some cheaper minions. Soulfire, deal 4 damage, discard a card. This guy is fantastic. This is good if you need to buy some time. He's a good bruiser to sit out there and eat some damage up while you get some spells out or get some control. Obviously, minions cost 3 more, so it's pretty much all he's there for. But the Soulfire versus Dark Iron, the Dark Iron is just so good. Like, the Dark Iron is just so good. I'm going to take it. Cult Master, fantastic card. Versus another Drain Life. I'm not a fan of the Panther. It does give you some 4 damage guaranteed, but, I mean, I don't know. 4/2, whenever a minion dies, you draw a card. So Drain Life versus a Cult Master. The Cult Master is amazing. It's one of the best cards in the game, probably. I mean, 4 damage early on is really great. I might get another Drain Life. These are really good, and I do have a lot of minions at this point. But the Cult Master's hard to pass up. Okay, Secret Keeper. I can't. I would not want to get this. Obviously, I can't. I don't have any secrets as a warlock, and a 1/2 for 1 with a passive I can't use is not really worth it. Pint size versus the knife juggler. Knife juggler not really that great, so I think I'm just gonna end up going for the pint size because it's a 2/2 for 2. That if it survives by some sheer luck, or I get, a taunt out, or I get something out. It's tough to hold on to. I'm gonna get it. Leper Gnome, Dragonling Mechanic, and a Frost Wolf Grunt. The Dragonling works out. It has a lot of HP, which is great. It's just one of those things that it's hard, but it does give you a really good split early on, and it's something that works out pretty well over these two. So I think we'll go for. I have a lot of 4s, though. Is the problem. I don't really have a whole lot of early game. I think, given the situation, since I have a lot of 4s, this is a great card. But just for the sheer fact of not dying early on, I'm gonna take the Grunt. Another Hellfire, Bloodfin Raptor, and a Flesh-Eating Ghoul. The Hellfire is great. I already have one, so that's not really the biggest of my concerns. I mean, we can go for the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. I don't really think I can protect it. But it's good for trading. The Hellfire is good for clearing stuff, but does damage your minions and enemy minions. It only works later if you don't really have anything on the board, and they do. Obviously, you don't want to do 3 damage to yourself, all your minions, and everything else. So I'm going to go for the Flesh Eating just because they're so good. Dread Corsair, not really worth it for me. I can get a Grizzly that's 3 for 3/3. And since I don't have a weapon, that's not going to be getting there anytime soon. So we'll see. I mean, it's Abusive Sergeant versus the Leper Gnome. Now, the Abusive Sergeant probably would be better for me, just given the fact that it's so tough. I think in this situation I'm going to take the Abusive, just because, I mean, they're both 2/1s, and I have a lot of minions that could benefit from that, so if I get it late, that's great. Tazdingo comes out. Tazdingo. You know, I already have a Dark Iron Dwarf. The Dark Iron Dwarf was great. Awesome card. It's a 4/4 for 4 that gives +2 to permanently to whatever you want. So it's a great card. But I need taunt. I have 1 taunt and it's a piece of crap. I need this engine. I need Tazdingo! Easy pick. I go for the taunt there with Enrage, but there are better options. Scarlet Crusader is awesome. Chillwind Yeti is a fantastic card. Fantastic card. I mean, it's really, at this point, I mean, the Brewmaster's great. I do have a decent amount of big minions. I think at this point, I'm going to go for the Yeti. I'm at 16 cards. Shattered Sun and Cleric. I mean, this card is only good in the beginning. If you put this down on turn 2, when you got a shitty draw, this card's amazing. So sacrifice something you probably don't want, and then you get a 4/3 out for 2, which is great. But if you have good cards and your deck's built well, this doesn't fit in at all. This is a really, really crappy card, unless you just have a shitty hand and you get it down turn 2. If you get this late game, sometimes, but I'd rather have the Shattered Sun. The Shattered Sun is just so good. Dalaran Mage, I don't have a whole lot of magic damage. Darkscale Healer is really good, but so is a Flesh-Eating Ghoul, especially if you're trading a lot of characters. I don't really think that I have a whole lot to trade, but at the same time, I do have a pretty big swing. I need some earlier. Let's see. I got some 5s. 4s is going to be, wow, I do have a lot of 4s. A lot of 4s. 3, 3. I think I need another Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Demon Fire. I don't have any demons besides the Blood Imp right now, but it does do 2 damage, which is great. Allows you to get some out there. If I get a demon coming up, this will be good. But I don't like this card by itself if you don't have any demons. I can give it to the Blood Imp, make it 2/2, and make it survive longer. If they have, something like an Explosive Trap, it'll survive, which is great. This is a cheaper card, but I might just go for the Darkscale. This is a tough choice. Given the fact that I have Stormpike, a lot of 4s, a decent amount of 3s. My early game is pretty poop right now. I don't want the Leper Gnome at this point. There are better options. I think the Demon Fire is going to help me more than anything else. I didn't get any legendaries or rares or epics, but I got a rare on this pull, this quality step. Azure Drake's great. Does draw a card when you throw it down. It's a 4/4 for 5, plus give you spell damage, which will affect all, this spell, and this spell, I believe, and that's it. Pint size is not that great, so this is a pretty easy choice. Earthen Ring Farseer, 3/3 for 3 that restores health. I mean, it's pretty good, honestly. It's a useful card. The Stormpike, I already have one, so I think I'm just gonna go for this. I don't have a whole lot of taunts. Sense Demons. Now I just have Blood Imp. I don't like running this in a deck when I have so few demons. Even if you have 2 demons, it's still kind of finicky, given the fact you've had like 2 Voidwalkers and a Blood Imp. You'd be able to pull them, but if you never get this card or you get this card after you've played them, it doesn't really seem to fit too well. And again, I don't have a whole lot of taunt, so I think I'm going to get Tazdingo here. Again, I don't really like the Succubus unless you get a bad draw. But it is a 4/3 for 2, which is really good. It's good to end the game with as well if you want to just kind of put it out there and end it. My mana curve is so awkward right now. I mean, it's so awkward, but I think I just need the taunt since I have so few of it. Ooh, it's these two. Again, I like the Silverback. Acidic Swamp Ooze is a fantastic card. It's a 3/2 for 2 that destroys a weapon. I have a Shattered Sun. These two cards are probably some of the best in the game as far as the basics go. +1/+1, it's a 3/3 for 3. That's a really good card. It's a fantastic card, and this one is also very good. I think I'll get this just because it has so many uses, and it's also 2 mana. Raid Leader, Summoning Portal, or Dalaran Mage. The Raid Leader is great. I mean, the problem with the Raid Leader is it's fragile. It's a 2/2 for 3 with a +1. It'll end up just dying. If I get the Summoning Portal down, there's no guarantee I can protect it. I don't have a whole lot of taunts, and it might just die. But so will this. The Dalaran Mage is okay. It's something that's probably... I mean, I don't have a whole lot of spells as it is. Summoning Portal. I mean, this might have more use just because this is expensive and usually doesn't survive. They're both fragile, but I think at this point I'm just gonna go for the Raid Leader. Mortal Coil. If you get anything down to 1, you can just kill it and summon a card. I have a lot of creatures right now. I have really no spells. I like the Fen Creeper a lot. It's one of my favorite taunts. I really, really do like it. But at the same time, the Mortal Coil, I have not very many spells, and I might just need this. Ancient Brewmaster, Power Overwhelming, and then Murloc Raider. Do I have any like weak minions that I could use the Power Overwhelming on? I could use on the Pint Size, the Grunt, Acidic Swamp Ooze, the Earthen, Flesh-Eating Ghoul, Raid Leader, Shattered Sun, if they're all going to end up dying, or maybe even one of these if I just want to end the game. I mean, the Power Overwhelming is good. The Ancient Brewmaster is also very good. I don't have a whole lot of spells is the problem. How many spells do I have? I have 1 spell, 2 spell, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 to 8's always good for spells, and the Brewmaster's really good. I don't know if 4/4 is really worth it. I mean, this is something that, if this was like another Shadow Bolt Drain Life, I probably would be inclined to get it. Even if it was another Hellfire, I probably would grab it. But Power Overwhelming, sometimes it's uses, sometimes doesn't. It depends on if you know it's going to be killed or not. Let's play it risky and get the Brewmaster. My mana curve is so awkward right now. Bluegill Warrior helps me early game. My early game is pretty weak right now. It's weak-ish. Spell damage is not going to help me, and I don't like this. I'm going to go for the Bluegill. Another Blood Imp would be fantastic, given the deck that I'm running right now, but I really do need draw. It's a tough choice. Not a big fan of the Wolf Rider. Wolf Rider is decent. It has its uses, especially if you have a Divine Shields deck. It is really, really good. But, I mean, I don't really have any draw. All I really have is the Azure Drake for draw, and that's it. The Blood Imp is hard to pass up, though. Ugh. I put the Blood Imp down. I have 2 of them. These are really good. Stealth, other minions have +1 health. You just get a passive +1 health, and I get draw from this. Let's do the Novice Engineer. Another Drain Life. And this is the last card. It's going to be a Pint-Sized Summoner, a Alarm Bot, and a Crazed Alchemist. That's an easy choice. Oh god, this is a really weird deck. So how do you guys think I'm going to do with this one? This is going to be an interesting deck. I have 3 draw cards. I have the Azure Drake, I have the Novice Engineer, and then of course I have the Cult Master. Very strong card. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. People are saying 2-3, 3-3, 4-3. I'm not that great, but I'm getting better. I'm improving a little bit every day, which does make things easier for me. This kind of bugs out a bit sometimes. There it goes. We're the opponent. It's my first game. The first game is pretty much guaranteed. And I say that hesitantly, but generally the first one is pretty easy and straightforward.
Your soul shall be
It's starting to
mine.
lag out again. I really don't know why. This is a pretty good pull. I don't have any spells, but I can 2 the Swamp Ooze, because I don't really care about Druids. The next turn I can play the Flesh-Eating Ghoul and then trade the Ooze, and then Abusive Sergeant the Ghoul for lots of damage. This is actually a really good first draw pull. And of course I still have the ability to pull this, which means, 3 draw cards is not really the worst on a Warlock deck, and I'm going to get that as well. So I'm going to wait. Next turn I'll play the Ooze. If it survives, which I'm assuming it will, 3-2, he doesn't really have a whole lot to deal with it. Oh, he's going to be able to 2-it. If he wants to, anyway. Interesting. Not really the worst ever.
Job's done.
Get rid of that one there. See if we can't. What's he gonna do? He's gonna trade it. He's gonna trade it and get the goals. He's doing exactly what I thought I was gonna do. So now he's a 4-3 ghoul. That's scary. Damn nature, you scary. I need something with 3, which is unfortunate. I'm in a tough spot now. So I could have played the Abusive Sergeant and given nothing that turn. Probably would have been the better play, honestly. Is throw down the Abusive Sergeant first and then the Ghoul. But he would have been able to trade before me anyway because he had the stealth and he had the turn advantage. Let's see. So now I have a 4-3 Ghoul in my face. I cannot really do a whole lot with it. If he wants to trade this,
Get in there and fight, maggot.
that's okay. Not a bad pull. Not bad at all. 5-4. He's only gonna get stronger. He's gonna want it, do 2 to himself, and keep the board clear. And then for me. That ghoul. Dat ghoul. Let's see. Now we're getting to the point where I might just have to play this next so I can guarantee the kill.
I'll put it on your
Brewmaster down. He can kill it, but it'll trade. Honestly, probably would have been better to trade the Shattered Sun and then put the Brewmaster after. Brewmaster after. A lot of mistakes so far. A lot of mistakes so far.
I wonder.
The question is, does he want to trade it? If he has some kind of spell,
Let the pain speak to me.
he's not going to trade it. He wants me to trade it. Okay. What we can do, which I don't know if I want to do, is you put the Shattered Sun down, which will make this survive the trade. But then he'll want it next turn. Which just means it's a 2-for-1 trade for a Ghoul, which isn't the worst ever, and I do have a lot in this deck. I can do other things with it. I can put the Ghoul down and trade 1-for-1 and then get damage on this one, which would kill this next turn, which might be better. but we'll see. That
We
guarantees
must
at least that
cleanse
he'll
the sun
trade
well.
the Acolyte.
Another round?
We'll draw again. We'll draw again. That wasn't. I thought I was gonna get 1 more HP. I think the Ghoul was probably the best bet then. I screwed that up. He can win this, but at this point, it's getting better. God, if I lose the first match,
What
this is gonna be terrible.
I greet you.
He can get it. He can get 1 card if he wants to trade. We're gonna do 1 damage to me, which wouldn't be the worst ever.
I wonder. Where shall I strike?
Get the taunt and trade there. I can destroy him and get 3 health. I can do 2 and then 3. That's not going to be enough. I can do 3, which makes this 4, and then 2,
I wonder.
and then I'll have a 2/2 on the board. He might kill it, or he might just do damage to it, and then have me trade. But that way, at least, so that'll do 4, and I can do 2. I think that's my best play right now.
Handle it!
Push forward.
So now all he really has is that draw card on the board, a 1/3, and I have the war leader, or the raid leader. If he wants to kill it, he can. Yeah, he's just gonna do it 1, just gonna do a draw. So he's got 7 cards, I have 5. He's got the card advantage right now. He's got the tempo advantage as well. It's not. I mean, I'm behind right now. It's gonna do 1 damage. Is he like a Moonfire or something, or a Wrath? Wrath would actually be really good for him right now.
Put this apple on your head.
And he's gonna want it. He's gonna try and get lucky. RNG. Does he have RNG? RNG. Wow. Lucky duck. Lucky duck. It's not looking good for me. It's like a Hellfire or something. I can Ghoul, and then +2. Still has 3 HP, so I'll have to trade for something. I can 3 and Cult Master.
So many possibilities.
I don't have anything else.
You call that a win?
So he can 1 the 4/4. He can clear the whole board right now if he wanted to, and then put something down, and he'd have board control. He can trade all 3 of his minions for my minions. Wow, or not. Yeah, this looks like game. It's gonna do 13 + 1. That's game. So the first one's not a given. I just got absolutely. Well, I wouldn't say I got owned. I kind of owned myself there. Made way too many mistakes. That was terribly played. So we're down 1. But we're gonna go, and now we're gonna go 9 and 1. Yeah, first one's a given to them. This is how it works. We're gonna pull it back. We're gonna pull it back. Mage.
Versus Jaina!
You asked for it.
Your soul shall be mine!
Okay. I kind of like this pull. I can blood him first turn. Swampoo's next and make it a 3/3. And then right after that, if it survives, I can make it a 4/4. Depending on how much HP it has.
I greet you.
And then I can go right into the Tazdingo or Divine Shield if I want. Depending on what he has. We'll see. Can't want it, buddy. There's a Crocolisk. There is a Crocolisk. So what I can do now is I can put this down, which he cannot trade for. It's a 3/3. He only does 2. So we'll see what he wants to do here. I might actually Shattered Sun next turn. I think I will. He's gonna charge. Oh, he's just gonna go right over my minions. I don't know if that's the right play for him. Don't know if that's the right play for him. We can Shattered Sun this and get rid of the 2/3. That leaves this with 2 HP, which you could trade this for, which means this was a 2 for 2 or 2 for 1. I can put down the taunt, which forces him to trade at least 1 for it, which he'd probably trade this and he had the 2/3, and the next turn I can follow up with what I was going to do originally. Or I can throw down the Senjin right now, which would guarantee me some protection, and that's probably my best bet. It's a 3/6 right now, and I'm just going to go right over his head. I could have still traded here, which might have been the best bet, and then all he has is a 2/1. He can 1. He can't kill this unless he does something that I don't know about. There's a 1/7 with taunt. Yeah, killing this off would have been better. I don't know if he's going to sit on this. Yeah, he's going to sit on it. Let's see. I can 3 and then 4. And then kill this. And then I have a 3/5, a 3/1, a 1/1, and he just has his bluegill. So I think that's the play. Let's go here. Let's go there. We're gonna hit this. And we'll end it. So we're doing good right now. We actually have a really good hand to sit on. He's got 1 card, but I have 3 in play. He's got 5 cards in hand and 1 in play. Oh, wow. Wow. That RNG, though. But that ooze actually got a lot of usage out of it. Can't 1 that. He can 1 this and trade. But then again, this was a 2 for 1, so not bad. There he goes. And I have a lot of minions in my hand. I've got a Yeti. I can 2 and then make it a 3/3 with taunt. Or I can 2 and make it a 3/2 with taunt. Let's do that. Let's throw this down.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Make that a 3/4 with taunt. We'll throw out a Greetings again.
Greet you.
I still have my Divine Shield, my Raid Leader, and then my Chill-Wind Yeti. These are really good cards. A 4/5 for 4 is really good. So at this point, what does he have? Cobra! Does he have charge? Oh, okay. He wants to protect it for a turn. And he's going to freeze me. That was actually a good play. So now he's guaranteed to get at least 1 trade out of it. This might be a turn to life tap on. I don't have anything with taunt, though. He's going to have to trade for this. With this here. This is going to kill it. I can throw down the Yeti and then life tap. And I think that's pretty much all I want to do here. I don't know what spells he has left. He has 2 cards. I have the card advantage right now. So we'll see. I'm going to throw down the Yeti. I'm going to life tap. Hope he doesn't have a Flame Strike next turn. Because he's got 7 mana now. So if he Flame Strikes, my bum's going to hurt a little bit. I don't have a Flame Strike. I guess if Flame Strikes Gnar, that's not the biggest of deals. And these are all pretty early, minus the Yeti. Does he have a Flame Strike? He doesn't have any spell power. What does he got?
I wonder.
What does he have? Elemental. He's gonna trade this here. Interesting. There's that. And that's pretty much all he can do. Let's see. I could Alchemist to swap these. and then do 3 to it. I don't know if I want to do that. I have to get rid of these. I don't have any other way to do it right now. Whatever he attacks, he freezes, which kind of sucks.
I wonder.
See, I have 7. I can 4 and 3. Or I can dwarf here, which means this will trade. I think... I mean, I could use the imp to kill that, and the imp will be revealed. I can kill that, and then I can trade these. No, I won't trade. That actually might be the play. Which sucks that I reveal my imp, but that gives me board control. I think that's the best play. I don't like revealing imps, but
Sure, send the little guy.
that's gone.
Push forward.
That's gone. We're gonna put the dwarf down.
Most of the way.
Make that 6. Now it's a 6-2. And we can draw. Not bad. So now I have complete board control. Draw 2 cards. He's got a Fen Creeper, which I can now swap the HP of. Put a Wisp down. I hate that card. That card is so bad. So I can swap the HP of these. It'll do 6, and all I need to do is do 3 to it to beat it. So what I can do is I can 2 and 3, and then trade my 2-2. I'll keep the 3-4. So I'll 2 and swap these to make it a 6-3. I'll put this down, which will give this 1 more damage, and it'll kill it.
So many
Let's do that.
possibilities.
3 is 5.
You love my new recipe.
So I'll swap that. That's a 6-3 now. We'll put this down. Now it's a 3-2. We'll trade those, so Fen Creeper's gone. We can actually draw another card. And then we're gonna go 5, 7,
Push forward.
4.
Sure, send the little guy.
He's probably gonna trade this, but he's at 9 HP right now. He's at 9 HP right now. Yeah, breaking windows. Breaking windows. Click on stuff.
What to do? You win.
Breaking. Oh! He's got nothing. He's got nothing. So we're 1-1. That first game was terrible. But we're coming back into it. We played it poorly. We learned our lesson. We warmed up. And now we're doing good. Alright. Now we're rolling. Now we're rolling. This is where we go 9-1. This is where we go 9-1. Because YOLO.
Gul'dan versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
Alright. 2 taunts and a drain life. Here's an Azure Drake. Let's get rid of that. We can hope for something better. Let's see. Mortal Coil and a, should have kept the Tazdingo. Now I only have 1 minion. I might have to play this turn too. Oh, Raid Leader, okay. What I can do is put this guy down now. Because I'll have 2 next turn. Let's wait a turn. There's 2-2, it's on the ground. Now I can play this, which he can trade for if he wants. I want to be able to Mortal Coil something. I can actually drain life this right now.
So many possibilities.
I can life tap, next turn drain life. But that won't give me any board control. It's also going to allow him to get something out early, which I don't like. Next turn he can play a 4-mana card, which kind of sucks. So what I could do is I could just drain life it right now. I lose the 2 HP, but I prevent him from getting something big out quickly. And since I have mostly spells right now, that's fine. Then I buy time for my minions to start strolling in. I buy time for my minions.
Locked and loaded.
Rifleman, interesting. Okay. So we got 3 right now. He can trade this if he wants. We'll see. We'll see. What does he have? +2 health!
Well played.
That was a good play. That was a good play. One play time. Five, 4 there. He'll have to 1-3 and then do something else. He's got spell damage. He's gonna go over me. Interesting choice. He's gonna force me to trade. I have 5. I can 4 this, charge that, and kill this, and trade, and then we get board control. Or we wipe the board anyway. I can...
I wonder.
It's probably better to hit this, trade that, and then forward that. Actually,
Another
let's start there.
round?
I can throw this down. Wait, no, I don't have enough to do that. Dang it. Let's see. I can 2-1 and kill that. And all he has is a 2-2 on the board. And that leaves me with 2 mana. I can life tap. I think that's better.
Get in there and fight, man! Almost out of time.
Right there. We can life tap one more time. That's a better play. That's a better play. Now I still have my Shadow Bolt. I still have my board control. I have a taunt coming plus a raid leader. He can trade this or kill that off. I don't know what he has in his hand though. We'll see. We'll see. I have a 5-3, a 2-1. He's got a 2-2. He has 6 cards. I have 5 cards. We're tied right now. He has 6 cards, 1 in play. I have 5 cards, 2 in play.
I've got a huge gun.
Okay. I'm gonna go over my head again. I'm curious about that. I can trade this, leave this at 5-1, and then throw it out in the taunt. And then nothing really else. We'll see what I get next pull.
Your soul shall suffer.
You have 1 mana, dude. Can you just go? Does he know it? There he goes. Okay. There's a Yeti. I don't really want a Yeti over Das Dingo. I don't really want to waste my Shadow Bolt right now. Wish one of these had 1 HP. That'd be like the easiest play in the world. Easiest freaking play in the world.
So many possibilities.
I think that's the only play I have right now. Which kind of sucks. Yeah, I think that's all I've got.
Another round? Tadingo!
So he can't trade this evenly unless he has a buff or something. And at least I'm protected. If he trades that, I mean, I don't know what's in his hand right now. What does he have?
The gates are open.
6-5 with taunts. He might actually trade these just because. But then I can 5-1. If he doesn't kill. Oh, silence! Oh! Wow. That's a pretty good play. I can 3-1 and get a card. That leaves me with 3 mana, and then I can throw down the raid leader and hit him for 4. I think that's the play. 4 damage, yeah. I get a card draw out of this. I'm gonna get a Hellfire, which is actually good. I need more board clear after using both of those. I can throw down a raid leader. So I have the Demon Fire for 2, Hellfire for 3, hit him for 4. And we're tied for cards here. I have 4 cards in my hand, 2 in play. He has 5 in his hand. So
I wonder.
kind of played this last turn. I would have taken damage on this though. The tiger. Interesting. Ooh, me likey. I can 5 and 1. The 1 is pretty much necessary right now, because then that'll make sure this doesn't trade with this, which is good. So let's throw down the 5. Ooh, it's gonna get me an engineer. That's actually really good. Throw in the imp. Throw down the novice. I get another card. It's a flesh-eating ghoul. Hit him in the face. He can trade for this. He can trade for this. Anything else but Taz Dingle unless he has a. Wow, that's rude.
Well played.
Wow, that card did a lot. That card did a lot. Got rid of that. Got rid of that. Got rid of that. Wow. I guess I'll trade 2 for 1 there. But dang. Why would you hit that? It's silenced. He's gonna get 2 for 1 no matter what. No, he's not. I'm gonna melt his face. So let's throw this guy down here. These are pretty much useless. So I could do this, or I could trade these and make this a 5-3, which is probably better. Since this is silence, is worthless.
If you're sure.
Boom, now we got a 5-3. Ba-boom! And then we throw down a Yeti. Did you just say thank you?
Hit it very hard.
How dare you? How dare you! So I got 2-2, a 4-4, a 5-3, a 4-5. He's gonna steal something? No! This guy's got so many silences, dude. Oh wow, that's why he said thank you. I thought he was gonna mind control, but I don't know if he has it or not. Interesting. So I think this is Siphon Soul time. On the 6-7. Then we can. We can actually swap this.
I wonder.
Let's siphon this by. You dead. We can swap. I don't know if I want to use my swap right now, because that means that I can take less damage when I kill it. I have 2 4s that I can trade it with. And I'll take 1 less damage when I do it. Yeah, let's do that.
Love my new recipe.
There we go. Now I take 1 less damage, which is preferable.
Hit it very hard.
And if he doesn't do anything miraculous, I can kill him. Actually, minion. I could have Hellfired. I could have hit him all at once and Hellfired. I think I could have killed him. I probably could have killed him last turn. 3, and would have done 4. Yeah, I could have killed him last turn.
I must consider.
Dang. Dang, 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 dang. Dang, 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 dang.
Well played. You have bested.
You didn't have anything anyway. Destroy a demon, restore 5 health, yay. It's golden. It's golden. Alright. 2-1. We're gonna make this a 9-1 attempt.